Hello all you super geniuses out there. Welcome to another video lecture from Super Genius 99. Today we're going to be doing finding the equation of the line. Okay, so let's read the problem. Find the equation of the line, write in slope intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Quick review, what is m? M is your slope, and then what is b? B is your y-intercept. Okay, and once again, what does it mean when you have a y-intercept? Okay, when you have a y-intercept, x equals 0. Well, in this first problem here, it just so happens that x does equal 0, so your y-intercept is actually that 4, and your slope is that 2, so you can just plug it in here. Y equals a negative 2x plus 4. Will every single one work out that easily? No, not exactly, but let's look at some more. Okay, in this one we have a point of 1, 3, and we have a slope of 1/2. Okay, so here they don't just give us the y-intercept, so we have to use the formula. You've probably seen it before to help you take a slope and a point. It's called the slope point formula, but we have to put into slope intercept. So what's your slope point formula? Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, right? Where y1 is the y component of the point, and x1 is the x component of the point. And you just plug it in. So y minus y1 and what's your m? Well, they give it to us, your slope over here. X minus x1, and then distribute, so 1/2 times x and then 1/2 times 1. And then how do you properly bring over that 3? You have to do what? So here it's y minus 3, and we need to get y by itself because our y slope form, you notice y is by itself. Y is currently not by itself, it's y minus 3 over here, so how do you move over the minus 3? Yeah, inverse operation. What's the inverse of subtraction? Addition. Okay, and then minus 3 plus 3 cancels. And then a negative 1/2 plus 3 are 3 minus 1/2. Plus 2 and 1/2, or if you want to write it as an improper fraction, what does it look like? Yeah, y equals 1/2 x plus 5/2. How do we get 5/2? This 2 down here times the big 2 there is 4. Add it to the 1. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1 gives you the 5. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, here we have the point as negative 1, 2. And then we have the slope as negative 2/3. Okay, so we can use that same formula. I'll put it back up. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. And what is your y1? So there's your x1, there's your y1, there's your slope. If From here, it's just plugging it in. Oops, we want to replace the m, right? X minus the x1, and the x1 here just happens to be a -1. So here, what happens when we subtract a negative? Add a line, change a sign, or add two lines. So now it's x plus 1. Okay, distribute that 2/3. -2/3 times x and -2/3 times 1. Oops, sorry, that's a -2/3 times -1, so that should be a minus. Okay, bring down your y minus 2. And what's your next step? Okay, you got to bring that 2 over. How are you going to properly bring the 2 over? Yeah, inverse operation. So what's the inverse of subtraction? Addition. So -2 plus 2 cancels, and you're just left with y on your left-hand side. And then what's a 2 plus a -2/3? Right, it's 1 1/3, okay? And then if you want to, you can rewrite 1 1/3 as an improper fraction. 3 times your 1 plus 1. Okay, so we got y is equal to -2/3 x plus 4/3. All right, let's look at another one. Okay, here we got -3 and -5 is the point, and the slope m equals -3. So use your handy dandy formula again. Okay, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, so you just plug in your slope and then the points. What is your y1? -5. What is your slope? -3. Okay, what is your x1? -3. Okay, so we have y minus -5. How can we simplify that? Since we're subtracting negative, add a line, change the sign. And same thing over here, add a line, change the sign. And let's rewrite that line. Y plus 5 is equal to -3 x plus 3. It distributes your -3, so -3 times x, -3 times the 3. -3 times x. And -3 times 3. How do you properly, what's the next step? Yeah, bring this 5 over. How do you properly move the 5 over? Yes, subtract 5 from both sides. And why are we subtracting? Because we have to do the inverse operation. Inverse of addition is subtraction. So now you have negative 9 minus 5. And then plus 5, negative 5, minus 5 goes away, right? They cancel each other. And there is your slope-intercept form. What's your slope? What's your intercept? Right? Slope, intercept. So what does this mean? That means this line crosses the graph at least for the y-intercept at 0, negative 14. Okay, well, this concludes putting an equation in the slope-intercept form. Thank you for watching. You have a wonderful day.